Next time, I'm gonna fly someone out here to clean all of my rigs. That was so much work. Extremely tired. These rigs are actually very heavy. Probably the heaviest rig I have here is the RTX 3090 rig, the 6x3090s and an X12 Ultra Octominer server case. And then the next one that's probably the heaviest is gonna be the 8x RTX 3080s and an X8 Ultra. Oh, okay. Hey guys, didn't do my intro. RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. Yeah, you guys just saw I just cleaned all my rigs, just dusted all the GPUs, all the Octominers, and there was a lot of dust in a lot of them. Really, it's probably been about a good, I don't know, a good year and a half for some of them, maybe a good half year for some of them as well. But there were a few that were extremely dusty, and yeah, it's just a good time for me to do it now because, like I said in previous videos, I don't want to essentially, compete against other miners right now, and the difficulty has skyrocketed on a lot of those other coins, and so I don't think it makes sense for me, and maybe for some of you guys, dependent on your electrical bills, your financial situation, to keep mining right now because the difficulty is very high compared to how much you are yielding. And so yeah, the gist of it is, as of right now, it's been like a good, couple days after the merge, and a lot of the, other proof of work coins like Ravencoin, Ergo, Flux, and I think Ethereum Classic, the hash rate has kind of been going down, steadily down. And so I'm waiting for, I don't know, another week or two just for things to come down as people realize, they're really not profitable right now and they're just simply losing more than what they're mining. So for me personally, I thought it makes sense to really get down to clean my rigs and just evaluate all of my rigs right now and figure out also which GPUs I want to turn back on in the next potentially couple weeks here if the difficulties come down, and I can at least break even versus my electricity bill that I'm paying for what I'm mining on these GPUs. And I have a lot of various GPUs I want to talk to you guys in this video. So before I do that, guys, this video is sponsored by HeroMiners.com. For the month of September, they are removing all of their fees. No block reward fee, no payout fees for their Ethereum Classic, Ergo, and Ravencoin mining pools. And additionally, no parallel asset fee on their Flux pool, where parallel assets are added instantly to their payable balance. Not only that, they are giving away $1,500 in total, where at each of Ethereum Classic, Ergo, Flux, and Ravencoin, you can win $250 in 4 separate giveaways and $500 in one big combined giveaway. Hero Miners makes it easy for you to mine with 12 regions across the world, single port variable difficulty, pool and solo mining support, and in-depth stats for your crypto that you are mining. Join HeroMiners.com today, link down below. Look at the devastation of my hot and cold aisle. I really removed, all the rigs here. And you guys know, for some of you that watch my previous videos, that I want to redo my whole shelf, the way I do things, and I essentially want to do it in the way that I did it in the crypto mining barn. You guys know my red shelf there with the 10 Octominers across. That's essentially what I want to do here. Get a better shelf, put the Octominers up there, and have some of my ASICs at the bottom, and have a better hot and cold aisle setup essentially, and make the walls better. Just more, cleaner in a way and tighter in a sense. That I will be doing in another video. Stay tuned. Probably gonna do that pretty soon anyway. So it's just a good time for me to do all that stuff while, I have all these off. Anyways, guys, so I just wanted to talk about my rigs here that, I do eventually want to turn them back on, but not at this moment until things start equalizing, and dependent on people's electrical costs that I would say some people, if not most people, depending where you live, are going to be turning off, if you have higher than 15 cents electric, 10 cents electric, 7 cents electric. I've been watching what to mine, and, profitability has been jumping around quite a lot. There's a lot of different coins right now, but as people are figuring that out, I'm not going to play that game. I'm simply not going to play that game. I don't want to waste my time. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that are wondering, Red Panda, what coin to mine right now? What should I do? Well, to be honest, I'm not going to tell you because there's so many different variables, and you essentially have to do your own research of a coin that you want to mine and what your electrical cost is, as if you want to risk mining either at least break even or at least a little bit of profit, then that's good. But I don't know, there's some people that want to mine at a loss, and I commend those people. If you're in a great financial situation where you can pay your electrical bill out of your pocket and you believe in the price appreciation of whatever coin that you're mining that's going to go up in the the future, then so be it. That's a great way of thinking about it. For me personally, I do believe that strategy as well. But as of right now, my risk tolerance in terms of if I were to mine, let's say Ergo or Flux on all of these rigs, then it wouldn't be at this current time. I think I would be losing what, $40 or $50 a day on all of my rigs if they were to mine Ergo or Flux or any other coin really. So I simply don't want to do that at this moment. But for those that have been watching my previous videos, I do have a few like 6600 XT rigs that are mining, you know, a couple of coins that I am speculating on that will go up, and I'm okay to pay for those, you know, to pay for the electrical bill for those because the power consumption of those smaller rigs are really not that bad, and I'm okay to pay for that. You guys probably just recently saw a 8x6700 XT rig I just made. Currently it is off because I decided to turn on my ASICs because Ethereum Classic, the network hash rate has actually been going down, and so actually the profitability for these guys and also my Mini Doge Pro, I think it's a little bit profitable but not that much, and my KD Box Pro is still okay. But the Antminer E9, I've had this thing off for a while, and I'm actually going to be turning it on because I believe it is profitable now because simply the difficulty on Ethereum Classic has been going down as of recording, but hey, it could go up. So in my electrical cost right now, it is essentially profitable per se. Anyways guys, let me quickly talk about my GPUs I have turned off, and you guys probably saw in the beginning that, yeah, it blew off a lot of dust and it feels good. I cleaned it up. I used a rag just to clean the front, the fascia fan grills here, and you can tell by the towels, they're pretty dirty. I just simply got these towels and I just wiped like this. Because yeah, using the air blower, it didn't really get off the dust on the fan grills. I had to use like a towel basically to get them all the dust off the fan grills on all of my Octominers here. But I just wanted to talk with you all that for me right now, and probably for you guys as well, I think it's imperative that we talk about, you know, efficiency of which rigs, you know, that, you know, you're going to keep on, or which I'm going to keep on. And just a disclaimer as well, I'm not going to be selling any of my mining rigs here. For anyone that is, I don't know, gonna get out of GPU mining, or, you know, that's maybe kind of discouraged at this point in time, to be honest, I think it's the worst time to sell your hardware, dependent on your financial situation, of course. But for me personally, I believe my hardware here is gonna be worth more in the future. Now, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I think we're gonna have a time when, just like we had in 2021, the previous bull run essentially that we had, I have a feeling that that's going to happen again. That's not financial advice, of course. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm personally, in my situation, I'm going to be keeping all of my hardware for the next run up essentially. And most likely, I don't know, maybe in the next week, in the next coming months, next 6 months, who knows how long this bear market's going to be. If GPU prices decide to come down, like on, let's say, RTX 3070s, which I actually have a few RTX 3070 rigs here, I do want to pick up more 3070s, and if 6700 XTs come down, I might pick up more 6700 XTs. These were a little bit of a pain for me to set up, so judging by the time that I spent to really get this rig up versus my 3070s, I would probably get more 3070s in my situation. I have such a terrible time with AMD cards. I don't hate AMD cards, it's just every time I do play around with AMD cards, I have such a fun time. You guys know, Radeon 7s, 5700 XTs, now the 6700 XTs have been giving me trouble, but now they're okay. Anyways guys, so I have 3 3070 rigs, I have a 3080 rig, this is another RTX 3080 rig. These are all EVGA cards, and you guys probably heard that EVGA is actually discontinuing, I guess, working with NVIDIA, or discontinuing their GPUs, essentially. So I'm curious to know if these EVGA cards are potentially going to be worth more in the future. I don't think so. I don't see why they would do that. EVGA did say that they are going to keep some stock for like RMAs or, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's all well and good. I have another rig here of mixed match of NVIDIA cards, you know, 1660 series and like 3080 Ti. I got a 90HX CMP, 90HX, 50HX, and I think this is a Asus Strix 2080 Ti. I'm not quite sure what it's doing in here. But going along, I have a RTX 3070 Ti. These are all EVGA for the wins. Again, EVGA, really nice cards. Next one here is an Asus Strix, all Asus Strix cards. And I think I have a 3090, 3080, 3070, 3060 Ti, and a 3060. I think I have all different Asus Strix cards here. I think this was my all Asus Strix card rig, Octominer. And going down here, I have another EVGA rig. These are all RTX 3090s. This was the most heaviest Octominer to carry outside. Just insane heavy. Going back here, another EVGA rig. These are all 3060 XCs. And then the last two here are modded A2000s and then regular A2000s. I don't know which one's the modded one, but they're all running off PCIe to the motherboard. There's no PCIe going into the A2000s. So there you go. That's all the Octominers I have on the ground here that I took out to clean. I do have some open air rigs there. But now this is the part where I just wanted to explain potentially which GPUs I may, I don't know, not sell per se, but just keep off, or maybe, you know, trade them into other cards or something. I don't know. For example, my 3090s, you know, RTX 3090s, these are great cards and all, but to be honest, the efficiency compared to like RTX 3070s in terms of the other algorithms, it's, you know, the efficiency is not there in my opinion. The 3090s are amazing cards for mining, don't get me wrong. Density factor is there, yes. But for me, I don't have an issue with density. I have enough, I guess, space in a way that I could go with smaller cards like 3070s. Plus 3090s, as most of you probably may know, have GDDR6X memory. And so these cards are such a pain to keep cool because the memory gets super hot. I guess on some of the algorithms, now that Ethereum is not there anymore, I guess on Kapow, Ravencoin, ProgPow, the memory does get hot essentially, and I think Flux as well. Don't quote me on that, but on Ergo, these cards are definitely fine on Ergo. So I've been simply thinking about, you know, these cards and, you know, just getting them, I don't know, traded in or just keep them off for now because I do have more efficient rigs, okay? So like my A2000s, for example, I'm probably going to turn these on in the next, I don't know, week or two here. I'm not quite sure which coin I'm going to be mining on these, but it will be something. I will let you guys know when that time comes. Okay, so that's really my only 3090 rig. Now the next rig I want to talk about are my RTX 3080s. Now the 3080s have GDDR6X as well. These cards are extremely hard to cool as well when we're mining Ethereum. Of course, we're not doing that anymore. And Ravencoin, right? These cards get really hot in a sense. But on Ergo, these are completely fine, which I've tested before. It's totally fine on 3080s. But I'll most likely keep this off and I'll probably just have my 3070s on. These are all 3070s here. Because simply the efficiency against a 3080, the 3070 is going to be much better in a sense. But density, same factor as 3090s, density factors there. Now I have another 3080 rig, so I'm not sure if I'll turn that on. And then I have a 3070 Ti rig, okay? Exact same reasons as my 3080s and 3090s, okay? 3070 Ti's. I'm not really a big fan of these cards. The efficiency is, yeah, subpar. It's GDDR6X memory as well, so these get hot on, you know, kind of memory dependent coins. But the EVGA ones, in a sense, their thermal pads, like the stock thermal pads, are actually okay. And in an Octominer like this, right, the directed airflow actually keeps the GPU somewhat cool. Dependent on your scale, of course, of how many rigs you have in the area. Like you guys know, I've had many issues of trying to really cool down this area because I have many rigs, and so the heat output in a small area that I was trying to basically, you know, handle in my hot and cold aisle was tremendously hard. And that's why I want to redo this all, make it a lot better, get a better shelf, move my Octominers higher so I can, you know, extract more out of the exhaust fan behind there. So yeah, ultimately, I guess you guys can get the gist of what I'm talking about here. I have a mix match of a lot of, you know, GPUs, 3090s, 3080s, 3070 Ti's, I got 3070s. I have actually a 3060 Ti rig, but all Hynix memory. I'm not very fond of that, you know, of that rig. Oh, I have another 3070 Ti rig. That was actually my Ravencoin rig. Actually, I could show in a screenshot right here how much Ravencoin we've mined on there. And yeah, I totally forgot about that rig. These are the Zotac 3070 Ti's that we were supposed to do a, I guess when we're gonna break even on 7,000. So I'm not quite sure if we've mined $7,000 worth of Ravencoin. But hey, if Ravencoin can go back up to its all-time high again, that Ravencoin I mined could be worth 7,000 or more. And then I do have a 3060 Ti rig here. This is the, you know, theoretical $11,000 one back in May of 2021. Obviously this rig is off now, and I think in terms of the Ethereum it mined over 3 Ethereum since then. So I'll have an update video for you guys about that one. And then I have a 3070 Ti 3060 rig over there. I'm probably not gonna have those rigs on. So I don't know. When the time comes in the next 2 weeks, a couple weeks, maybe it could be a month, that I turn most of my rigs back on here, like my A2000s and 3070s, because I just want to have those efficient rigs on versus the other rigs here. Unless things start getting, you know, decently profitable in a sense, then, you know, maybe I'll turn my 3080s, 3070 Ti's and 3090s on. But in the situation that we are in right now, I'm just thinking about my 3070s and A2000s and, you know, 6600 XTs and 6700 XTs. I think those are the rigs that I'm willing to keep on for now. Just, you know, speculate on a few coins and do all that stuff. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts of what I just explained in this video. If you think I'm wrong, if you think I should just turn everything on or keep everything off for the next, I don't know, 6 months, you let me know. Let me know what you guys are thinking right now. As you all know, I am extremely positive of what's to come in the future. Obviously right now, you know, with everything that's going on in the world, it does seem down, but, you know, I think eventually we're going to bounce back. If you all believe in the long term of crypto and the prices will go up back up eventually, like stocks as well. I don't know if you guys think real estate will go up as well. I think all those types of assets could go up eventually. Then what you're mining today is going to be potentially worth a lot more in the future if you think about it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Stay strong. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. And peace out.